A young woman bent down without hesitation to help a man in dusty work boots lift a heavy box that had fallen across the lobby floor. While dozens of employees rushed past without even looking, she smiled warmly, handed him a bottle of water, and thanked him for working so hard to keep the building running. Some co-workers laughed quietly, convinced she was wasting kindness on someone they believed was nothing more than a maintenance worker. She simply smiled and walked away. 3 days later, on a bright Monday morning, the same man walked into the executive boardroom wearing a tailored navy suit. As every employee stood in stunned silence, the company owner introduced him as the new chief executive officer. In that unforgettable moment, one act of simple kindness exposed every hidden heart inside the building. If you believe kindness, forgiveness, hope, and second chances can still change lives, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share this story with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel. Every bit of support helps our community continue sharing stories that inspire compassion and hope. The Monday morning sun reflected brilliantly from the glass walls of Hawthorne Dynamics, one of the fastest-growing renewable energy companies in the country. Hundreds of employees hurried through the lobby carrying laptops, coffee cups, and overflowing schedules. Among them was Brielle Foster, a 29-year-old project coordinator whose life had never been easy. Raised by her grandmother after losing both parents as a child, Brielle believed respect should never depend on a person's job title. Her grandmother had spent 40 years cleaning schools and always reminded her that every honest worker deserved dignity. Despite working harder than almost everyone else, Brielle often found herself overlooked. She wasn't loud enough to compete with ambitious co-workers who constantly sought attention. She quietly stayed late to finish projects, helped struggling teammates without expecting credit, and greeted everyone in the building, from executives to security guards, with the same genuine smile. That Friday afternoon, while carrying presentation folders toward the conference floor, Brielle noticed a man struggling with several heavy equipment boxes near the service elevator. He wore faded jeans, worn work boots, protective gloves, and a gray maintenance jacket with no company logo. Sweat covered his forehead as one of the boxes slipped from his hands, scattering tools across the polished floor. Without hesitation, Brielle set down her own work and knelt beside him, helping gather every tool while asking if he had been injured. She offered him the lunch she hadn't yet eaten and handed him her bottle of water. Several nearby employees exchanged amused glances. One quietly whispered that Brielle spent too much time worrying about people who couldn't advance her career. Another joked that she treated maintenance workers as though they were executives. Brielle ignored every comment. She believed kindness wasn't an investment expecting returns. It was simply the right thing to do. The man thanked her warmly but said very little about himself. His name, he explained, was Gideon Clark. His calm voice carried unusual confidence, yet there was remarkable humility in the way he listened more than he spoke. Before leaving, Brielle noticed one elderly janitor struggling to push a heavy cleaning cart through a difficult doorway. Gideon quietly walked over and helped without anyone asking. That simple moment stayed with Brielle for the rest of the weekend. Unknown to everyone inside the building, Gideon wasn't part of the maintenance staff. He had been personally asked by the company's retiring founder to spend several days anonymously observing the workplace before officially accepting the position of CEO. The founder believed financial reports revealed profits, but ordinary interactions revealed character. Rather than touring executive offices, Gideon chose to experience the company from the ground floor. He ate lunch beside custodians. He helped warehouse employees unload deliveries. He rode service elevators instead of executive lifts. Most people barely noticed him. Others spoke to him only when giving orders. A few ignored him completely. Only Brielle consistently treated him with warmth and respect. Monday morning arrived beneath another clear blue sky. Employees filled the auditorium expecting the annual leadership announcement. Rumors spread that an internationally famous executive had accepted the CEO position. Everyone wondered who would appear. The company founder stepped onto the stage and thanked every employee for their years of dedication. Then he invited the new CEO to join him. The room fell silent. Gasps echoed across the auditorium. The man walking confidently toward the stage was the same person many employees believed had been part of the maintenance crew only days earlier. Faces turned pale. Several managers immediately remembered speaking to him impatiently. Others recalled walking past without acknowledging him at all. Brielle simply smiled. To her, nothing had changed. Gideon began his first speech not by discussing profits or business strategy but by describing the small moments he had witnessed throughout the building. He spoke about respect. He spoke about character. He explained that true leadership wasn't revealed inside boardrooms. It appeared in hallways, break rooms, elevators, and ordinary conversations with people who seemed unable to offer anything in return. Without mentioning names, he shared the story of one employee who had interrupted her own busy day to help a stranger lift heavy boxes, offered him lunch, and treated him with genuine dignity. The entire room slowly realized he was describing Brielle. Later that afternoon, Gideon invited Brielle to his office. She entered nervously, assuming she had somehow broken company policy. Instead, Gideon thanked her. He explained that her kindness reminded him why he accepted the position. After losing both parents while still in university, Gideon had worked nights cleaning office buildings to pay tuition. Although he later built several successful businesses, he never forgot how invisible people often became when wearing work clothes. He told Brielle she had seen a person instead of a position. That quality couldn't be taught through management courses. Weeks passed, and Hawthorne dynamics slowly began changing. Gideon removed executive-only dining areas. Every employee, regardless of title, shared the same cafeteria. He introduced anonymous recognition programs allowing janitors, receptionists, technicians, and interns to nominate colleagues for acts of kindness rather than sales achievements. Quarterly awards celebrated compassion alongside performance. The culture transformed. People greeted one another more often. Departments collaborated instead of competing. Employee satisfaction reached record levels. When a severe storm later damaged a local community center, hundreds of workers volunteered together to repair it. Executives painted walls beside custodians. Engineers carried supplies alongside receptionists. For the first time, the company truly felt like one family. Brielle continued working with the same quiet humility she always had. She never expected promotions. She simply believed in serving others well. Several months later, Gideon announced a major leadership restructuring. To everyone's surprise, Brielle was promoted to Director of Community Partnerships. Some questioned how someone so quiet could lead such an important division. Gideon answered with one sentence. He explained that technical skills build successful companies, but compassionate hearts build lasting legacies. In her new role, Brielle created scholarship programs for students from low-income families, organized employee volunteer initiatives, and partnered with local charities across the region. Thousands of lives benefited from projects inspired by one simple act of kindness shown to a stranger. Years later, Hawthorne Dynamics became known not only for innovation but also for becoming one of the country's most respected workplaces. Business schools studied its culture. Competitors tried copying its policies. Visitors often noticed a framed quotation displayed inside the lobby. It read, "Treat every person as though they matter, because one day you'll realize they always did." Employees passed those words every morning. Many smiled. Some quietly reflected before beginning another workday. And no one ever again judged another person by their uniform. Before we reach the end of this story, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a meaningful comment and tell us, have you ever been judged because of your appearance or job, or has someone surprised you with unexpected kindness? Your story could encourage someone else today. As warm afternoon sunlight filled the company courtyard, Brielle realized the greatest reward for kindness had never been a promotion. It was knowing she had stayed true to the values her grandmother taught her long before anyone important was watching. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Together, our community can remind the world that true character is revealed not by how we treat powerful people, but by how we treat those we believe can do nothing for us. Sometimes the most important person you'll ever meet won't arrive wearing an expensive suit or carrying an impressive title. Sometimes they'll be wearing dusty work boots, quietly watching to see whether your kindness depends on who they appear to be.